Welcome back to the top 4 of the World Championship qualifier. Loser goes home, winner gets a final shot at a ticket to the World Championship and a trip paid to be in Paris. My name's Bandit. Next to me, I'm being joined by the one and only Meg Hot Dog. Good to have you here, bud.
That was perfect timing. Thank you very much for the introduction.
It is the penultimate game that we'll be covering, and man, this game on its own is already finals worthy. We are going to be covering Yarne. Kojo from last game,
yes, once
taking
again.
it up against the reigning #1 in the world, Claedeus. A matchup for the ages. The final stand of Kojo against, well, I think we can say the #1.
If he can make the finals or not, we will see.
Man, and if he gets through this, then it is truly deserved, because there are very few players that can oppose a larger obstacle than the one that will be taking his place across from him.
Yes.
Now, I don't have to remind anyone about the stakes. Chance for a ticket in finals or away home outside of the prizes. Now,
because we have only one spot for Paris, so
yeah, and we are continuing. We're adding another one to our to the list for our non-Afanas matchup. Hooray! That is a aside for ice. There were 2 Afanas matchups still going to. I believe that was a fight till the bitter end.
yes.
2 players who just went all the way. They'll be one of them will be taking up against what I believe is the other remaining Sigismar. So that will be happening off stream. We will be covering what is right in front of us, and I hope you're ready for it, because this is my finals.
Yes.
This is my man.
Your personal finals,
I wish this could be my finals, and not because I want it to be over. That is don't make me say that.
Yeah.
It's not true. But man, this is just like story wise. The altered sweetheart against the king of the world. the story write themselves. All right, let's see what they have in store for us as we can put them on the big screen.
They are shuffling the cards, and we are waiting that the game will start to run.
Just some first prep, and
Yeah.
this is gonna be very interesting, because what we've seen from Kojo before is that he is capable of just upping the pressure. He really is playing his own game. I have seen no one else play Bravo's Vanguard. I have no one else see play his or the Spice this aggressively.
Yeah.
He's just the most bloodthirsty Kojo player that is out there, but he has the brain to match. And I know we've said it beforehand, but this is an absolute marathon of a tournament right now.
Ooh, I was. Everything's moving around us, but it's okay.
Yeah,
the wind is coming.
We'll pick it up once it drops down.
Yes.
All right, now, I think the roll-off is yet to happen, as the first player token is still left up in the middle. Getting some customary deck shuffling out there, making sure that everything's up to code. Presentation happening right now. Decks being returned as we speak. Now that little Kojo token might look quite familiar to people who have been staying tuned with us for the most part of the day. Now decks are lined up. Roll-off will be happening imminently. 2d6, high roll wins.
It's a Brachiosaurus, I think.
All right, 5. That is not the number he was looking for. Definitely not winning against a 7.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the few matchups that you do want to go first, right? Deny Buddha as much as you can.
Yeah.
So now hands are being pre-selected. Yeah, I mean we're as casters, we're supposed to be unbiased, of course, but I'll be very honest. I mean, it's such an underdog story, undercat story, as I've been labeling it around the stream. We just had him on the interview. What an absolute heartwarming guy.
Yeah.
It's just hard not to root for him, right?
Yes.
It's some people just have that factor to them, that charisma to them, where you want them to do well. They can already be proud of what they have achieved.
Yeah.
Making it into top 8, making it into top 4.
He had a message to share, and I the first 2 minutes I saw his hands a little bit shaking. because he wanted to send the message out, and it was
Well, it's
that's
just
it, nice.
such a pure little message out there. I mean, it's hard. It's like I'm repeating myself. I'm gonna cut it short because facing him, the reigning champion in Altered, ranked number 1 last season, finished number 1 on the ladder, has won multiple tournaments. It's no one else than than Claedeus.
Yes, Claedeus, yes. And I know when I was playing against him, so he giving a heart to the community like the first game before. I saw that, but we didn't commentary it.
For those wondering, I'm seeing some questions about top 8. We do. From 1 to number 8, we have Claedeus on number 1, Caballo on number 2, Martin Pecheur on number 3, Matmatu number 4, Yarne on number 5, Heaven on number 6, Popeye number 7, currently number 2 in the world, came in number 7, and Tim2,
Yeah.
Tim2 rounding it out in
Tim2.
top 8. Lots of Frenchies that made it into the top. You love to see it, to see them rewarded for coming down all this way. And we are currently watching Claedeus and Yarne, the last remaining Belgian player. For those that are only just tuning in, we're rolling for the orientation of the expeditions to ensure competitive integrity. Now, quick little check-in. It's a classic 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Right? We're just trading expeditions day 1. Nothing too spicy here.
Yeah.
It did cost him an Intimidate, which, that is an early fleeting card to go down in card advantage against the Siggy player. Now, here. I'm assuming that it went to hand and he just played it again for 1 mana. That is my gut instinct telling me.
Go to reserve is...
And that for the sake of brevity, because we are on I don't want to say a timeline, but we are trying to keep up the pace since it's such a long day for everyone. That is my gut feeling saying it, especially because there's a judge sitting next to them.
Yeah.
And if there's any discrepancy that when... Oh,
yeah.
No, he is going to put it back in hand. It seemed like there was just a simple mistake made.
It was a simple mistake. Yeah.
It happens to the best of us, doesn't it?
Yes, to take it into the hand. Yeah.
Sharp, love to see it. Chat, on point.
Yeah.
And me making excuses, believing in the best of everyone.
But would the decision to put another
No,
card...
no, because they had already passed. Because they were first player.
But they are now on day 2.
Yeah.
And if he had the card in hand...
Yeah.
Did he...
Oh, for their mana?
For the mana, yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
For the mana, yeah.
Possibly. Who knows?
We don't know.
But both players have, like, at this point, it's an extremely long day.
Yeah.
So little slip-ups like this will be more common, and it's important that we intervene when we can. But of course, both players are responsible for
the plays.
for the correct playing of the game. So here, we see a mana convergence being played. Why is that? Well, some cards are a little bent, and for top 8, we do a physical deck check as well to make sure none of the cards are marked, to make sure that just for competitive integrity, that there can be absolutely no dispute of unfair advantages. So if, especially foils that might be bent or just being shuffled to get a little dent, we ask them for top 8 to be replaced by mana converge with the card written on it, and then once it's been played, you can replace the card as it's in play for competitive integrity. So if you see another mana converge being played from hand, you know what is what. Now, this is an early moment for uniques to be spewed forth.
Yeah. I think we got that. It's the first time that we see the cadet of Claedeus in the stream. He's
just might be
shining so golden.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous card, and it's only going to get better once you read the rules. Now,
he's moving forward in the hero expedition. Now we have card on screen.
So Oh no. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. I thought for a moment that the expedition where the Mighty Jin was in did not advance. It did in fact advance. So we're still dead even, but this card advantage is starting to mount for Sigismar.
Yeah.
Not only the intimidation fleeting and the card only being put back in hand, but now also the drawing effect of the Ordis Cadets. It really is starting to mount, and even though the playing field gets leveled a tiny bit with Tiny Jin triggering, of course, drawing the extra card, it is the rare version. Oh.
What happened there? Maybe
Trying to nudge that expedition forward a little bit. Thinks better of it, luckily. Thinks better of it. Now, second time he does control a token. Wow. Gets to draw that card. Good times all around.
Yeah.
And Macaulay, what is now important for Kojo to take into account? Do we have to mount the pressure? Because this card advantage is sometimes really hard to deal with, especially because we know that that there are no rare duel of grids being run. So getting back card advantage through discarding is going to be very limited.
Well, I think both players have a setup for the deck that is so speedy and
and this is going to be big because there is 2 mana still open and there are 4 creatures out on the board. A teamwork training will be absolutely disastrous. And that might be the exact thing that is coming down upon him. Intimidation in reserve.
And it's
Bunny in reserve, and he's tapped out.
It's quite good that he has his unique outside, so he can generate token. That will be speed up him.
And I do believe it was in Target Expedition, wasn't it?
It was in Target, yes.
Yeah, so that...
No. It was excuse me. It was in the
in Companion.
In Companion.
So
yeah, not Target.
There is a 5/5 to compete with because they're both in forest and in mountains. So that will round it out. It will put them on 2, 3, 4 in green, 5 in mountain. So that would mean that the Mighty Jin will be advancing. It will be put in mana now, I'd assume. Yeah, there it goes.
Yes.
And there will be another card drawn for Claedeus, who seems to be quite fond of that, isn't it?
Yes.
Can't blame him.
So we see the attorney in the reserve. Tidus.
Yeah.
What's about the intimidation? It's
Yeah.
normally fleeting.
He resupplied it with Haven Bastion.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, then
The other intimidation is next to his deck.
Yes, so then everything's fine.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I'm surprised he runs it, to be honest, because we have seen it run a lot, and you do need it for tempo now and then. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's very happy seeing 2 of them already in this matchup where it might not get the value you.
6 mana on the side of the Ordis player, and on the other side we have
7.
7.
That is the mess coming down.
Yeah.
Now this is how Kojo can even out on the resources again, especially with the tokens. No Ordis Spice being played yet.
No. Would be such a huge win for the Kojo player.
Yeah, to sabotage the attorney right now, that would be really big.
If Yarne would take down this match and eliminate Claedeus.
Yeah, that as well, right? That seems very far away still, as these players are going head for head, tit for tat. Back and forth they go, trading expeditions left and right.
Yeah.
And is this mess too late? There are still a few more days that he will accrue value from it.
I think it's not.
We really need... I feel like it really needs a sabotage right now on the side of Kojo to get rid of that attorney, because using intimidation for it is just not going to cut it.
Attorney's back.
Yeah, it is fleeting. That is the Fire Rabbit coming out with a boost because of the Haven Bastion.
From reserve, 1 boost.
Yeah, now, of course, technically, if he's really short on cards and he doesn't want to invest or he feels it's lost, he can intimidate his own Haven for an extra resupply trigger.
Okay.
Because it does target permanents as well, up to a mana cost of 5. It's not very common, but I have seen it happen before.
Yeah.
Or maybe on the on maybe the bunny or something. It's a desperate play, right? But it's not it wouldn't be the first time.
We see now a Frog Prince that is supporting the hero. No, it's the companion expedition.
All right.
Where we are.
Hua Mulan unique introduced onto the battlefield. We'll get that up to your screen as soon as we can. But this is also very important because that means that at the end of this day, there will be 3 creatures leaving the battlefield, putting 3 counters on the mess, allowing for that extra resupply. A Duel of Grit coming through as well. This might be the 2-0 push he's looking for to solidify his advantage.
Yeah.
We have seen him done it before.
Yeah.
And it seems like that is what is happening. Now the boost coming through. I would love to see the Hua Mulan being pulled up right now. And we can see it right here.
It's a 4-4 for 0-4-3.
He got to discard it. Oh, that is really, really big. There's only 2 mana left for Sigismar.
If you do discard.
But I feel like he went twice, so Sigismar must have passed his day already. Because he went bunny into and reserve.
Yes.
Did he go twice in a row?
Twice in a row, yes.
Alright, so it was the Duel of Grit and then Hua Mulan, right? Or am I misremembering it now?
I think it was Duel of Grit first.
Yeah, to get rid of the
Yes.
to get rid of the thing.
Yeah.
And then did he just choose not to use his trigger? Bunny into Frog into Hua. Okay. And Duel of Grits was then just put there from hand, I'm assuming, to get rid of the attorney. All right, so Duel of Grits has not been played. It's just put from hand into reserve.
So we see, okay, now it's...
What is, we are scouting. I'm assuming that because he was out of mana, he passed.
Yeah.
Meaning that Claedeus got to go twice. He will be advancing in water.
We see the last Jimmy card.
Buddha... Man, they're going really, really quick. Where did that Buddha go?
It's under the Kojo.
Yeah, but like, did he? Oh, it's in mountains, and he blocks in mountains. But how do they win? Because it's a 1-2-2 then. Oh no, they win in water. They win in water. My bad. It's a rare mechanic.
And you see how far away is now the browse player at the moment. Yeah.
So going 1-for-1 once again, and it's getting really, really close. But if they go 1-for-1 again, Yarne will be starting off with Buddha.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely pivotal that he doesn't lose today. And I know that sounds like a hot take, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe he shouldn't lose today. It's maybe not what you were expecting to hear from me. But I do mean what I say. If we could get the preview gone again so we can see chat. Oh, yes. Thank you. Man, it is neck and neck. And getting rid of that Humana will be absolutely gigantic. There's not many resources left. He does have the mess, of course, which can resupply for him. But getting rid of the unique is one thing.
And another spy.
Yeah.
So the reserve is now cleared by one card.
And he is setting up for a very, very important turn because that means if he does go 1-for-1, he will untap with an Order Spy. Yeah. Which is a 2-mana 3/3/3, getting an extra boost from the Haven Bastion. It's only going up and up.
And now
that mechanic does have fleeting.
Yes.
I'm sure it will be put on there very, very shortly.
Yeah. And we see
that is the resupply trigger from the mess.
Yeah. And it's another Order Spy unique.
Yeah. I hear you. Both players on the hero side are in a solo water expedition, and both players on the companion side are in the mountains water expedition.
Yes.
And here we see arrow sabotage. When I go to reserve from expedition, you may pay 1 if you do sabotage. And there is 2 mana left still open.
Oh, not both. Yeah, because it's...
Are they not?
Yeah, it's mountain, but it's mountain and
oh my
water.
Lord. Oh, it is absolute disaster.
Yeah.
It is absolute disaster for Yarne.
Yes.
I was well now.
I said that because he's so far away at the moment.
Now I second the comment in in chat saying I wish
Yeah,
we were more visible.
Because it's red on red, and
Yeah, I thought the little block at the end.
it's not,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not,
that's
it's not.
the one.
So Jack Frost is coming in.
Yeah, and writing might be
Exhausting a
just on the
card.
wall right now.
Yeah.
Looking for another 2-0 day. That is just the advantage you get.
But
That is it. It is over for Yarne, who will be making an exit from the tournament.
Yeah.
He has come very, very far.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, just his opponent, the number one in the world, might just be a step too far. I think that's a major shout out to him. I think he can be very proud of what he has. He has.
That is one,
Of what he has achieved.
So our
Claedeus,
first finalist is now announced.
Yeah, making his way into the finals. What an achievement. That is no easy feat whatsoever. I think he would settle for nothing less. But even though, at the end of the day, they are all best of ones. There is a lot of variance, and it's such a long day. It's very draining for players and staff alike. So what an achievement. Congratulations, Claedeus, so our first finalist.